Hi, Nanoside here, and I'm going to talk about a little god game that I stumbled across called Tidal Tribe. It comes out in Q2 of 2019. So far I've seen the announcement trailer, and it looks pretty good. It's clearly inspired by classic god game titles that we have seen throughout the years, such as Populous and From Dust. Tidal Tribe. It looks really interesting. It's basically where you are a god and you control the tide, or the waters, which then helps a village live or die. And the best part is you have these great, awesome little triangle head stick people. But the game concept is pretty interesting, to where you have to control the water, which then effectively affects what type of plant life grows. And there's several different types of trees, bushes, shrubbery, greenery, basically all the fun stuff. And from there, you let your village grow, thrive, or you can be a bad god and do things that hurt your village. I don't know why you'd want to do that, though. Because honestly, what did the triangle head stick people do to you? But if things do go crazy, well, you know, war can happen and other fun things. Plus, there's these little mini games which are kind of cool. But as you can see, here's what happens when bad stuff happens. You have war, destroyed homes, even the music is sad, depressing. Little stickhead people, they don't know what to do. But they're gonna kill each other. War happens. The killing, it never ends. And then you have fire. Look at the poor homes. Poor flamingo, lawn ornament. Oh, the stickhead, he died. Off to the stick sky god he goes. And there's the water rushing over poor little house. But you can modify the terrain. Oh, he's putting out the fire. See, he's trying to survive. You got to respect that. Mad props to that one stickhead guy. And here we have another little village, nice little green. It's like they're rebuilding. They even do things in their spare time, like fly kites. This guy is watering some trees, probably providing food. His little plantation or something. And we got, oh, he tripped. Oh, I hope he's not dead. Dude, check on him. Again, another little mini game that they have. And another mini game where I assume you're collecting fish and stuff. Plus they have funny things like these little different foods. But overall, my first initial impression is this looks like it plays into some of the concepts of early god games like Populous in a way. I really like the fact that it's all about controlling the water, which is necessary for life. And you have a lot of potential to build a big civilization. I'm kind of curious where it goes. But the thing that I love the most is the character of the stick people themselves. Instead of just being your standard little round head, it's a triangle head. I don't know why, but I find that just absolutely awesome. Tidal Tribe, a little background on it. It's developed by a solo developer that goes by the name of Sepia Rain, also known as Powpit, aka Pit Gennari. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. They are a solo developer based out of Luxembourg, if I'm correct. Basically, they are a huge fan of god games, and this particular game is inspired from classic game titles such as Populous and From Dust. I've played both of those games, and I have very fond memories of them, so I'm really looking forward to Tidal Tribe. Definitely something that I think will be very interesting. Some of the things that to look forward into it, specifically not mentioned in the trailer that we watched. There are 3 game modes that are important to note. There's the story mode, which has 5 main missions, a dozen side missions, and several mini games, which we saw in the trailer, with several other surprises that haven't been mentioned. And by the way, there are different endings depending upon what you do and how you shape the world, besides how the story takes. There's also a challenge mode, which will include a score attack and timed attack. I'm not sure how those will work. There's supposedly currently 4 challenges, with more to come in the current state of the game. There's a free game mode, which allows you to just play randomly in the world and have some fun. In addition, there's 4 hours of original music, and the world is fully dynamic, as is previously mentioned and displayed throughout the trailer. The terrain can be shaped. You can move the water around by shaping the terrain. The water can even possibly erode it. The vegetation grows depending upon the terrain, water, and other conditions. The villages themselves will expand and shrink depending upon what you do. The NPC AI has several cool features, including collecting fruits, satisfying their needs, and spending their free time, which we saw with the one flying the kite by the little lake thing in the trailer. In addition, depending depending upon how a player plays, they will supposedly steal to survive, guard their plantations against thieves, they'll fight and even wage war, which we saw that in the video as well, including possibly burning the whole village down. The ultimate goal as god of this little world is to create a world which provides enough resources and means to satisfy the people and make the village prosper. There is even an in-game wiki, which is really cool because it allows you to see the different types of plants. For example, in the one screenshot that we have here, there's the soapberry tree. It doesn't like direct sunlight, it grows on shady hills not far from the sea. It's surrounded by bamboo, so you get an idea of where to plant, or not so much where to plant it, but where it will grow, depending upon the conditions that you set by modifying the terrain, allowing the water in, and so forth. And you can see the sea distance, the altitude. Basically, the green bar tells you its growing conditions. So not too far from the sea, you have the altitude at a reasonable, you have clearly the shade of the mountain, and water distance not too far, but not on top of it either. And then tells you a little bit about it. For example, as indicated by its name, the berries of the soap tree can be crafted into soap and are thus essential in satisfying the need for hygiene. It is a fruit tree with medium water consumption and grows pretty tall. So you have this wonderful tree that gives the triangle stickhead people hygiene, which is good. Yay, hygiene! But overall, the simplistic graphics actually provides a very beautiful and potentially serene world if you can keep your tribe happy and not at war. The information we have about the game is it falls into an obvious god game category. It'll be available on Windows initially. Mac and Linux may come at a later time. The release date is expected in Q2 of 2019 at a price of about $15. More information about the game can be found at the game's website located in the links below, or on the Steam game page in the link below as well. The original Title Tribe announcement trailer is also in the links below. This will definitely be one god game in the genre to keep your eyes on. If you liked what you just saw, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and be sure to hit that subscribe button for more awesome game content like this. Follow me on Twitter @Nanoside for various commentary and fun on gaming. Thank you for watching.